to this edition of Buncombe Life. We're out here at 40 Cox Avenue, across from the post office, and we're here to visit Wanda Anderson with BCEP. Information you just need, if not for you, for someone. So stay tuned. We're also going to hear some other things about breast cancer in this episode. I'm not going to give it away now. You'll have to stay tuned to find out where we go. But come on inside with me and let's talk to Wanda. Thank you, Wanda, for joining me today. This is Wanda Anderson. For any of you who watch Buncombe Life episodes regularly, and I hope there's a bunch of you who do, you know Wanda Anderson is with BCEP, Breast and Cervical Cancer Control Program, BCEP. So if you've seen it before, you're just going to have an update this time, but we're going to run through all that stuff because it's important, isn't it?
It is very important. It is such a great program that the ladies of Buncombe County really need to know about as often as we can let them know about it.
That's right. Because, and you gave me some notes a while ago and I wrote one of them down, 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer sometime in their lifetime.
Yes, they will, and that's what the BCEP program is about. The BCEP program is a preventative program, so that's why we want the ladies coming in to the BCEP program calling me, and my number is 828-250-6006. They call me and we chat. I see if they qualify, and then I set them up for the program. We come in, or they come in, and they do their exam. We set them up for a mammogram to go at Asheville Imaging for their mammogram. And then hopefully all the results come back and they're good. Every once in a while we have a bad result come back. And when this result comes back and there's something wrong, we just don't say, well, good luck, you're on your own. We say, we have a way to help you. We have a very special Medicaid through our program that's going to pay for all your treatments, all the way up and through breast reconstruction.
That's right, and that's amazing. We talked to some folks before, and I'm sure we'll be showing some of their experiences again. The people that did come in for that, thinking, oh, I'll go get it checked because somebody's bugged me about it, has found something wrong, and it saved their life.
It has saved their life. We have had several ladies tell me that if it was not for this program, that they would probably be dead, and because they couldn't afford to go and get the mammogram. And the thing that all the ladies in Buncombe County need to realize about this program, all of our services are free. It doesn't cost them anything to come here except their time and a little bit of gas.
And to come here, where are you? Because you've newly relocated.
Yes, we are now at 40 Cox Avenue in the Health and Human Services building.
That's right. And if you've lived here a long time, it's the old Sears building.
Yes, that's the directions that us old-timers know about. It's the old Sears building, so it's easy. Across from the, yes.
Really and truly, we're going to talk about several more things, but if you miss everything else that we say today, one thing I want you to hear is call Wanda at 250-6006 because you can explain everything we're going to go over to them on the phone, and you don't mind to do that, do you?
No, ma'am, I do not mind to do it. It's like my phone rings all day long, and when I'm gone, it rings all day long, and I answer when I come back as quick as I can. So we don't want anybody to think that they cannot leave a message. If I'm not here, leave a message. I will return the phone call.
That's right. And we're really talking to people 40 and older, but really anybody who thinks that they need a mammogram, might need a mammogram, don't have the money to pay for it. Don't worry about that. Give us a call.
Well, we want the ladies to realize that if they're in that 21 to 39 bracket, that if they do have a lump or if they find something going on, if they have a discharge from their breast, they need to call me at 250-6006, and I will talk with them. We will get them an appointment just to get that checked out.
Right. At no cost.
At no cost.
That's right. So, but if you're over 40, you need to be having a mammogram every year.
That's right.
And I know for a fact, many, many, many women do not do that.
Yes, you would be amazed at the number of women that I talk to that has not had a PAP since their child was born and that child's 18. They've not had a mammogram in over 10 years because they don't have the funds to pay for it.
Or ever.
Or ever.
Yeah.
Because mammograms can cost upwards of $300. And that's a lot of money nowadays.
It is a lot of money. Well, until you think, well, I don't need one. There's nothing wrong. Well,
don't think that, because I want to tell you a story, and I've probably told this in the past. About 2 years ago at Ladies Night Out, we had a lady come flying in, last patient of the night, and she said, I'm sorry I'm late, but I wanted to get my mammogram because I'm doing my mammogram. So we went ahead and saw her. She did not have any idea that there was anything going on in her body. Within a month, she had a double radical mastectomy. She had breast cancer. And that's what a mammogram does. Mammograms can see the tiniest lump, the tiniest bump in your breast that you cannot feel and that the clinician may not be able to feel. But the mammogram is going to see it.
That's right. And because she came to y'all, you covered it.
We covered everything. We paid for everything, everything.
That's right.
And two, while the ladies are on our special BSEP Medicaid, it's called an all-inclusive Medicaid, Kathy. This Medicaid, they can go to the dentist, they can go and get their eyes examined, they can go to any doctor that they need to go to for any problem that they have for the duration of the time that they're on the Medicaid.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So all kinds of doctor's appointments can be had in that year, and we tell them when we sign them up to utilize it. Start utilizing it as soon as you get it.
Now, you've made me have two questions. One I'm going to hit is, you said Ladies Night Out. What is that? Ladies
Night Out is an extension of the BSEP program that's here at 40 Cox Avenue. It is, it's an awesome night for the ladies. We do it the first Thursday night of each month. We hold it at Asheville Imaging, 534 Biltmore. The ladies that come that night, they get their breast exam, they get their mammogram. They're treated like a queen when they walk through the door. They're given a pink carnation when they come through the door. They're given refreshments while they're waiting on their mammogram. We have volunteers that are helping the ladies all night long, so
wow.
Of Ladies Night Out.
That is awesome. Now, this is in partnership with
Mission Hospitals and the ABIPA program.
Wow.
Yes.
That is an awesome, awesome program. I'm just telling you, don't miss out on that. And if they have any questions, they call 250-6006.
That's right. Just call me because I do the scheduling for the Ladies Night Out program too. So it's a program that is for ladies that have a hard time getting out during the day. They can come at night. And like I say, it's the first Thursday night of each month.
Cool. Now, I had a second question
from
what you were saying. You were saying Medicaid, and you were saying all the things that people could get done. Is the Affordable Care Act going to hurt that? Because in October, Affordable Care Act ratchets up to a different level.
As far as I know, I don't think so. We have not been told. They have not sent us any news release from Raleigh saying that it's going to be affected at this point.
I know that's on a lot of people's minds, you know, how all that's working. It's very confusing.
Well, and Ladies Night Out is sponsored through Mission. That's where our money comes from Mission Cancer Program, and also from fundraisers. There's lots of people that's doing fundraisers for us. So that's where the money comes from for the Ladies Night Out program.
So there are some government funds coming through it, but a lot of it is, another good point, is through fundraising. So if you see Pink in the Park is one of them. All throughout the year, though, really, there are a lot of programs that if it's pink, it's probably going to help y'all somehow.
Yeah,
so get out. A lot of people I know have had sisters and mothers and daughters, and they know someone who's had cancer if they have it themselves, and they want to support these kind of programs, I know.
Well, we had one lady come to Ladies Night Out in September of this year, and she told me that she had been trying to get a friend of hers to come to Ladies Night Out or call me and come to the BSEP program.
Right.
She would never call. 6 months ago, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. She had not come through the BSEP program, so she had to find another way to get all of her treatments.
Right. It can be devastating financially.
It can, and if she had just called my number, 250-6006, we could have brought her in, we could have done the physical, we could have got her the mammogram and put her on the BSEP Medicaid, and she would not have had to worry about anything except getting better.
That's right. And women take care of everybody else.
We do.
They need to take care of themselves. This is one easy step. It's so easy. You just call Wanda at 250-6006, and she'll answer all the questions in case you've missed any of this. Anything else you want to share with the people, Wanda?
Well, I just want to let them know that there's not one reason for any woman in Buncombe County that qualifies for this program to not be in this program. We're here for you. We will be with you through the whole process. If something is you were to get diagnosed, we're going to be there with you. We're going to be helping you, and we're going to hold your hand. Because that's what we do. We are here for the people of Buncombe County. That's what we're here, and that's what it's all about, is for the ladies of Buncombe County.
That's right. Awesome. It's an awesome program. Stay tuned. All that was great information. I hope you enjoyed it, but what's next you're really going to enjoy, especially if you follow us here on Buncombe Life. About a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago, could have been 2 years the way time passes, Rhonda Wellman talked to us because she was actually a utilizer of the Ladies Night Out program. You've just got to hear her story. I think you'll be very surprised to hear what's happened to Rhonda, since you may have seen her before, and if not, you'll still enjoy it because they're going to bring you up to date on what happened with her.
Several years ago, a friend of mine told me about the BCAPS program, the Ladies Night Out program. I work for an employer that does not offer insurance, so I made the call. Thank God. In January, I went for my annual physical, my pap smear and my mammogram. They sent me for my mammogram, and when it came back suspicious. So I got a letter to come back to the breast center to do an ultrasound, and I did that, and at that time, that's when they scheduled me for the biopsy, and it turned out that it was cancer. They've been there to answer every question that I may have had. They've been there with words of wisdom, words of encouragement every step of the way. And I did tell her that if she needed me to do anything for that program, I would be more than happy to, because I feel like they saved my life. And I feel like if she hadn't made that phone call, and this program hadn't been available to women like me in Buncombe County that have no insurance, we're single parents, we can't afford to pay for the insurance out of pocket, then I would have died, because I never would have had these tests done. The camaraderie of the ladies there is a special place, and you know it's a special place when you first come in. You're greeted with flowers and, a little gift bag, and it's all, an occasion type thing, I guess. And during that time, I got to be friends with Wanda Anderson, who's the director, and from the time that my cancer was diagnosed, she's become a very important part of my life, because she stepped right in as soon as the diagnosis came in. They got my Medicaid started because I didn't have the insurance. They scheduled all the doctor's appointments for me ahead of time, set me up with Hope, with the doctor. Pretty much took everything out of my hands in the beginning, which was a great thing, because I don't think that you can really think through at that point about everything that needs to be done and be scheduled. So they handle all of that for you from the beginning through the end, pretty much. They caught my cancer because of this program in the very early stages. It had not moved beyond the breast tissue. There was nothing in my lymph nodes. There was nothing in any of my scans. I had actually had my physical in January, and my doctor didn't even find the lump. So that's how fast it was growing, because it showed up in February. So, this is 4 months down the road. I would be 4 months into having cancer spreading through my body if it wasn't for this program. I would tell other women, and do tell other women, how important early detection is for a breast cancer survivor or patient. The earlier that we can catch the disease, the closer we get to a cure and, to being a survivor and to being healthy. This program provides something, for the women of Buncombe County and Asheville that we can't get anywhere else. I mean, it's a life-saving program. I can't say that enough. I truly, truly feel that I just would not be here if not for the Ladies Night Out program and the benefits they provided for me along the way. There are a lot of single mothers out there who work for employers who do not offer insurance. And, you know, being able to pay $3 for a chemo treatment, $3 for a mastectomy, $3 to have my port put in, I would be, if I wasn't dead or well on my way to being dead, I would be in bankruptcy court. Follow through on everything that you know you're given to do, to not be afraid of it, to ask other patients, other survivors, talk to the women in the chemo room, talk to the women in, you know, the cancer center when you're going for your appointments. I learned a lot of stuff from other cancer patients, a lot of things that the doctors didn't tell you. You really learn from the women. So my best advice is to listen to the women who've gone in front of you and follow whatever they ask you to follow, because there's so many little things. I learned little tricks like what to put on my nails to keep them from going crazy, and, you know, to make sure that I stayed lotioned, and just all kinds of little things that the doctors just don't tell you about. Don't be afraid of chemo. I was terrified of chemo in the beginning. My mother died from lung cancer, and I watched her go through chemo and be so deathly ill the entire time. And when I went for my chemo education class, you know, they kept saying, "You're not going to be sick. You're not going to be sick." And I kept saying, "You can't tell me that." Not one time. Not one time was I sick the entire time. Trust your doctors, trust your caregivers, and just believe. That's it. In my heart, I believe faith and belief that you're going to be fine. And attitude. I think you have to maintain a good attitude. I think you have to stay positive. I think if you go to the negative side, it's too hard to come back. So if you can stay positive, that's your best asset. Oh, my bracelets? Well, the silly purple bracelet means that I have a port. Once you have a mastectomy, you can no longer have your blood pressure taken out of that arm. You can no longer have blood drawn from that arm. Anything out of this arm. You can't do that anymore. So if I happen to be in an accident, the purple bracelet tells the EMTs that I have the port and they need to regard that. The pink bracelet was actually, it's a Promise Me bracelet. It's a pink ribbon bracelet from my son Richard for Mother's Day. He wears one just like it, and it's a Promise Me to get well. It's got my pink ribbon on it, and I wear it all the time, and he wears his all the time. At the time of my diagnosis, I don't think I was really a happy person. I'd been single a long, long time. I'd raised my 2 kids, and just was kind of in a dark place, I think. So in a sense, having cancer was a blessing for me, because it made me wake up and realize that life is great and life is wonderful, and, you know, I just want to grab everything that I can at this point. And so I think that it changed me from grumpy to happy. And I tell people that, you know, that cancer was a blessing for me. It brought me out of a bad place into a good place. Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't that great? That is just such a good feeling story for somebody who takes advantage of one of the programs that we offer, and it actually saves their life. There is nothing better than that. But don't leave us. We're going to hear now from a representative from Mission Hospital and the amazing part that they play in the Ladies Night Out program.
We started Ladies Night Out in October 2006, and since our first Ladies Night Out, we have screened over 2,800 women, and we have diagnosed 36 women with breast cancer. Ladies Night Out is a program that we formed to help women who have no insurance to get mammograms. A woman needs to have a mammogram every year of her life after age 40. Ladies Night Out is a program for women in our community who have no health insurance. They come for a mammogram. They also get a clinical breast exam. They also get a blood pressure, and we take their vitals and we weigh them and we talk to them about any issues that they may have. We have many, many volunteers. We could not do Ladies Night Out with volunteers. We have nurses, We have lay people, we have people from the community, we have people from the hospital, and they donate their time once a month, the first Thursday of every month, to come and help women for Ladies' Night Out. The women get a mammogram, and after their mammogram, we supply them with delicious food. We have fruits and vegetables, and to set an example on what good food is, and we just give them love and any type of education that they might need. And if we feel that they need something further, we make sure that they get a follow-up if they have high blood pressure, if their blood sugar is too high. So we try to do everything we can to help women in our community. We have found 36 cases of breast cancer, which means, remember, these women didn't have any insurance when we screened them. When they get diagnosed with breast cancer, they get a special Medicaid insurance. Well, they get a federally funded Medicaid to pay for all their treatment, and I mean all their treatment, even up to reconstruction. Without Ladies' Night, I don't know what would have happened to those 36 women, because we found the breast cancer early. Breast cancer sometimes takes a long time to really show. So we found breast cancer early, we treated them, and then they could get on with their lives. I don't know what would have happened to these women if they had not gotten their mammograms. I don't even really want to think about what would have happened to these women if they had not gotten their mammograms. I'm sure there are many women out there still who do not know about Ladies' Night Out, and we worry about them because we don't know what they do without Ladies' Night Out. Because we have been screening between 25 and 30 women every month, think about it, for the last 6 years. And we see a lot of women come back. We also teach women you can't just get one mammogram and then never get one again. I see the same women year after year come back, and I say, hi, how are you? I remember you from last year. And so we are teaching women how to take care of their health, which is really what we need to do for everyone. Many people probably don't know this, but Mission Hospital pays for all these mammograms for these women, and we have been paying for them from the very beginning. Asheville Imaging provides the mammograms and the readings, and they are kind enough to charge us at a Medicaid rate. So we have paid for all these mammograms. So we could not have Ladies' Night Out without Mission's Foundation and Mission's Cancer Services.
Thanks for watching. I hope that you've been inspired to get yourself checked out, encourage somebody else that you know to get checked out. There's no excuse. You can do that at your doctor, or you can take advantage of the Ladies' Night Out program. We want to send out special thanks to Mission Hospital again for helping us with this, and Asheville Imaging and their part that they play in this, just a wonderful benefit for women. But I want to leave you with this, because if we haven't shocked you enough, you need to hear this, that breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer in America. That's amazing. It's behind lung cancer is the #1. 230,000 new cases every year, and 95% of all women are over 40. So don't wait. There's no excuse. Get checked out. And as always, you never want to miss where we're going to go, what we're going to do, what we're going to say, because again, like this month, the information we have for you, it could save your life like it did for somebody.